Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. I gotta do a mic check quick. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. Okay. Um to I say the word leaders of the conscious community, please go over and read the law. Okay? Chips.Act um is set in stone, but the awareness that every facet of what United States was founded on is in replay. They have been rescripting the King James version of the Bible, and I'm going to use that again. I say the version, that version, the version created through demonology. Okay, its foundation of United States government is complete. It is set in stone. um in a moment, I'm going to use just the Congress source. And part of the briefing right now, Cuba is meeting up with China and all other um, beings that Cuba has alliance with. Um, if I see them all over the place, just pick out bits and pieces of what's needed for you. Let me just get straight to this briefing note, and it's a short note. And for some reason, for the past 6 months, that I've been reading whatever the government puts out on their sites and the briefings, the shortest paragraphs or sentences within the briefings be the most powerful moves. Let me share the screen. I'm going to share the screen. Okay. So whatever they put out, it's always a cover up because most people are not going to go and read anything about the law. In King James Version, their stamped act, um, there's the story where Jesus is on the boat. Again, this is a false narrative of how they create their law. Okay, and you hear time and through the King James Version of the Bible, which is a false doctrine. It's false doctrine. it says, um, Jesus says, I came not to destroy the law of the prophets, I came to fulfill. Their version of Jesus came not to destroy the law, but to continue to push it. When Jesus was on the boat with the disciples, they're fighting for their life. They're scared, they're fear, they're in trauma. The animals on the land dealing with hurricane, the animals in the waves tumbling, the all nature is in disarray. Everything is chaotic and Jesus is sleeping. And when he wakes up, he doesn't give comfort to those that's struggling and he doesn't speak to send peace to the mothers holding their children in the storm. He speaks directly to what peace is. Doesn't speak to the ocean and the waves. Speaks directly to peace. Peace, be still, be quiet. I was fine. I was resting. I was in peace as all this chaos continues around me. That's my interpretation of that. So now, the law isn't meant to be destroyed, but fulfilled. And this land was built on this law that's right here in the face where they tell you what they're doing. For those who be like, well, I don't deal with the past. Just say as early as 1961, you have relatives that lived and can tell you about 1961. So in this memorandum, in this delegation of authority, in this section here, short and sweet, Department of Defense, this little bit of money they got here, they throwing out and all that. What does this mean? What do these numbers mean? What do these digits mean? The day after they unveiled the erection of Merdek, another false narrative to match their false King James Version. So I go to Congress and I type in 1961. Okay? And what all took effect through this United States White House.gov, what 1961 means to them in their laws. I didn't click the link. This is just enough right here that if I stay bringing you the source of the information versus you thinking it's coming out of just words and emotions and turmoil that happened in my life. I have the eyes to see because it's here. It's written. When you type 1961, the first thing comes up is a designation of a U.S. Postal Service. Anyone who knows the breakdowns of the U.S. Postal Service and Santa Claus and North Pole and all that bull crap, that's the first thing that comes up. The second thing that comes up, that I'm getting to the most important, expressing the sense of Congress that the United States representatives of the United Nations Commissions on Narcotic and Drugs should use the voice, vote, and influence of the United States to seek and deschedule cannabis from Schedule 1 of the Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs of 1961 and take other related actions. Anybody who, and this is a foreign affair, huh? Go check out what Miss Nancy Mace got going on there. This is introduced in as early as right now. Everybody's smoking and good with they smokes. What 1961 got to do with that? What is this delegation through the Reconstruct? What they putting out here as the cover and what's really going on? Okay? So I don't know if they about to mess up your strands on this big old movement that they said we're going to make it legal for everybody. What else about 1961? Huh? House of Agriculture. What's a Bail Act? The BALE Act. It's in movement with this Reconstruct. It's in movement with the Chips.Act. Huh? Then what about this? What is the Iron Dome? Hmm? I don't have to say it. A lot of people know what the Iron Dome is. Through the conscious community. I'm talking directly through the conscious community. Huh? Or the woke community. Or the truth seekers. Or whatever you want to name yourself. Huh? To all the tribes, all the nations who is standing and being oppressed under this governmental agency and not clearly seeing or acknowledging what they're doing. So Iron Dome Reinforcement Act, they reinforcing something through the Iron Dome. This is 1961. Whatever Biden talking about. Hmm? Hmm? Ain't the Secretary of State the same lady who sat there and said a workforce that looks like America on Chips.Act.gov? Okay, hold up. Let me see. What else? Hold up. 1961. Whatever 1961 has to do with this, it's in here. Hmm? House of Foreign Affairs. They put the word foreign affairs in here to throw off foreign assistance. Hmm? It's a throw off. But if you go to their law and type in 1961, here's something else. It's a foreign affair, but it's directed right here. Huh? What is this? How about the fathers? This is the most important. This is what stuck out to me and see it as a 911. What are they talking about? I don't have to click the link. I know what they're talking about. That y'all could just stand by. What is 1961 to this? What is this foreign affair? Hold up. Let me get out of my emotions. Let me play this. I'll be right back. Be right back. Be right back. then they say here, read twice. You see the time here where it was introduced, introduced, introduced.